Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. It's Paulo Brantz with your Thursday market update. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I know I am. I'm super excited about ready to go to the Niner game and ready to be 3-0. But you're not here to talk about Niners. Let's talk about the market. Now, before I begin, I always want to start off by saying thank you guys so much. I love that for your referrals this week. It's such a pleasure working with your friends and family. We are never too busy for your referrals, for your questions, for your comments. Would absolutely love to hear from you. Now, let's just dive right into this because you're going to notice rates really have crept up this week as compared to last week, especially in the refinance sector. I mean, rates have almost gone up a whole percent if you take a look at FHA. And notice VA rates are really pushing higher as the market changes. Now, what is really leading or what has led to this increase in interest rate? Nothing really happened in terms of like reports or anything like that. But what did happen this week is the Feds did meet on Wednesday and they decided, which was no surprise to us, that they were not going to increase short-term interest rates. Remember, short-term interest rates is the lever that the Feds get to use to control inflation. If they feel inflation is not, is still needs to be tamed, they're going to increase that short-term rate. The fear is, though, they're going to keep raising it at the cost of the economy, which is going to push us into a recession. Well, this week they did not raise the short-term interest rates. The market already had that in there, but the market was really paying attention to what the Fed was what the Feds were going to say. Sorry, I don't know why I'm choking on that. But if you take a look at Jerome Powell's comments here, it says we are prepared to raise rates further. Right there, the market had enough, and that's why you see the interest rates start to creep up. But let me finish it. It says, if appropriate, we intend to hold our policy at a restrictive level until we are confident that inflation is moving down sustainably toward our objective, which is a 2% inflation number. Now, I listened to Barry Habib, and this guy is absolutely wonderful. He's where I get a lot of these slides from Mortgage Back, from MBS Highway. And the fear with Jerome Powell is that he is going to use these leverage to raise short-term interest rates to a point that once we hit that 2%, he's going to try to back off, but the residual effects are going to take place and really push our economy into a recession. So there's a lot of fears from some of our top economists regarding his strategy with recession and short-term rates. Some good news here now, for us out there that are looking for lower interest rates. We've talked about this for what seems like a year, is that interest rates they're on their way, marry the house, date the rate, and we're still at 7.5% and still actually even creeping up a little bit. But something's happening right now that's only happened 3 other times in the past 40 years. And what that thing is the Fed's fund rate has now surpassed the 10-year treasury. In every instance that has happened, the Fed had to quickly reverse their position, lower short-term rates, and then what follows is long-term 30-year fixed rates did follow. By the way, I'm really hoping to get some relief for some of your home equities out there. I've been doing my mortgage reviews, and a lot of you are really feeling that increase in interest rate on those short-term rates. Now, when you look at the news, a lot of the recession talks are happening. I just want to remind you that housing prices in recession historically have done really well. If you take a look at this chart here, that dark blue line indicates a recession, and you notice that the housing market has stayed flat or increased, except for one year, and that was 2008. Now, the significant difference here, in 2008, it is believed that the housing market caused the recession, not the other way. Not the other way around. Things to think about. Our last little update here is home builder sentiment. The higher mortgage rates are clearly taking a toll on builder confidence for the first time, I think. And let's take a look here. And here it is. I don't know. Since 2022, they have actually started cutting prices on the new builds. Now, personally, I am not a new build fan. I personally think if you take a look at it and they're going to give you $20,000 just to use their lender, they're probably overpaying for that property, and they really have incentive to keep properties the same, even if they're overpriced. That's why they give you incentives. But I guess the benefit is you don't have to compete. You get your house built, and you get to move on. That's just Paul Obrance's opinion there. All right. Lastly, remember, all all first time home buyers, they begin their journey with meeting a lender. So that's why we have this hopes and dreams. If you're considering buying a home, doing renovation, debt consolidation, buying, selling, investment properties, your kids want to buy, I suggest doing a hopes and dreams. We don't talk about applications, we don't pull your credit. We just get together, we go through your goals, and we see how we can achieve them. So that's it for this week. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Go Niners, and you have a great week.